How will the low water level in Angat Dam affect households in Metro Manila and neighboring provinces? Well, here to discuss that with us is Sevilio David Jr., Executive Director of the National Water Resources Board, or NWRB. Good morning, sir. Welcome to New Day.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you also. Good morning.
Nice of you to be here, sir. The question really on everyone's mind is, will there be water service interruptions again as was experienced last summer?
Yes, if the level of Angat Dam continues to dip, no, because as of yesterday, it's around 162.33 meters. And what we are trying to avoid is to reach the 160 meters elevation, which is we consider right now as a critical level for water supply. And if the rains still doesn't come in the next couple of days, particularly in the Angat watershed, we expect that we will reach the 160 meters elevation critical level for water supply. And by that time, we will be forced to reduce the allocation, even for Metro Manila's water supply, because irrigation we already suspended the allocation of releases for water supply for irrigation since May. But right now, if we reach the 160 level, even the domestic supply for Metro Manila, we might be forced to reduce the allocation just to manage the limited available supply in the Angat Dam right now until the onset of the rains that will come into the Angat Dam or Angat watershed.
For ordinary households, what will that look like? It will look like rotating interruptions, fixed hours during which they can expect water.
Yes, I think the NWSS or concessions will be more in a position what will be the specific effect. But in our case, we believe that the likely scenario, there will be some reduction of pressure or regular or some rotating interruptions on the water service delivery. So meaning it will not be as regular as we have been having this supply services.
On your end, sir, what measures are you carrying out to prevent Angat Dam from breaching its critical level?
Right now, what we are doing is the cloud seeding operations we are continually doing that, particularly NWSS and the Bureau of Soils and Water Management, because the BSWM is the one responsible, mandated to do some cloud seeding operations. And we are closely coordinating with them to continue doing those cloud seeding operations. Although more recently, those cloud seeding operations are not that successful, but we are still hopeful that this will be can have some chance also to get some rains that will contribute to the Angat Dam until such time that this rainy season will extend up to the Angat watershed. And likewise, we also gave clearance to NWSS to activate some of the deep wells here in Metro Manila, because previously we already issued a moratorium on the extraction of water from the deep wells. But we are now a sort of a situation where we are forced to activate those deep wells, which can also contribute some water supply that can be augment our current requirement here for Metro Manila.
All right. We spoke to Pag-asa's hydrologist yesterday, and he said, the rainy season was officially declared on Friday, and it'll take maybe about 2 to 4 weeks until the water level in Angat rises. Is this something that you foresee as well?
Yes, we have been closely coordinating with Pag-asa, because Pag-asa is part also of our working group, because the weather projections are very important, for NWRB in making those decisions regarding water allocations, both for water supply and irrigation. And previously, the projections there will be some normal rainfall forecast in Angat watershed, but those scenarios are not yet happening, and hopefully very soon, and as Pag-asa, in the next couple of weeks, probably those rains will come in. That's why right now, in coordination with the NWSS, we wanted to manage the current supply that we have within Angat Dam until such time that this normal rainfall flows into the Angat watershed and as well as Angat Dam.
As a long-term solution, would you say that now really need an alternate source for the Metro Manila area and surrounding provinces aside from Angat Dam.
Yes, that's correct. No? Because of this increasing demand, no? Due to increasing population and of course urbanization and development, Angat Dam has been constructed since the 1960s. No? And I think right now the demand has been continuously and progressively increasing, and there is a need right now to develop a new alternative source. No? But as part of alternative source also, we wanted on the supply side, what we wanted to advocate also is more on the demand management. No? For example, if we can conserve or save some of the water that we are currently using now, because, for example, if we have more efficient measures or efficient system in distributing water, as well as both within the system and into the households, then those water that can be saved, no, will turn into what sort of an alternative supply also, no, that can be reallocated, no, into other demand or other users also. So I think we have to manage both, no, in terms of developing additional sources as well as managing also the demand to that can also considered as additional alternative sources for water supply requirements.
All right, so with that, sir, what is your message to the public as we are in this critical period of waiting for the rains to come?
Yes, we wanted to reiterate, no, our appeal, no, to the public that the government as well as our partners in the private sector are doing our best, no, to minimize the effect of this continuing persisting El Nino phenomenon that is happening now, which resulted in the continuous decline of the water level in Angat Dam. However, we wanted to appeal also to our consumers or to the public to have their share, no, in helping us also in trying to increase, no, or reduce the impact of this decline of the Angat Dam by enhancing our water conservation efforts. And likewise, this rainfall that we are receiving now in Metro Manila, we might as well collect them and harvest them and properly store and recycle them, and this will be a great help in for the Angat Dam, no, to recover to its normal level.
All right, thank you very much. We do appreciate you being here this morning, sir. That was NWRB Executive Director Sevilio David Jr.